and welcome to the ambush episode. Yes, this is the one where we're going to be looking at the finer points of the ambush.
That's it, no mercy.
rules.
No mercy. That's it. I was going to be nice to you on this one. No. Nothing. No, that's it. I'm coming at you.
I am, of course, joined by Mighty Dave. So this series is all about our journey into the finer points of Flames of War to help me get a better understanding of the game, of my army, what my army can do, what my army currently can't do,
Yes.
what my opponents can do. And that's where we're going to start with Know Your Enemy. This is Know Your Enemy. This is Robin. He's my enemy, and I want to get to know him. Robin, what is your list?
I've got 7th Armoured.
What's in that?
I've got 2 platoons of Shermans, 2 Easy 8s, and 2 late Shermans, all with Detroit's finest, basically for speed, and a front armour 7. I've got an HQ of an Easy 8 and a Jumbo. I've got an armoured rifle platoon. I have the divisional veteran cavalry as recon. And I also have the small recon platoon at 50 points. Idea is that I move quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of the players use the US 7th. They swear by the Jumbo for taking the first hits. Whereas I like to spearhead forward fast, get around the flanks, basically use Detroit's finest to get into the back of normally the King Tigers or the Panthers or whatever, and play like that. Obviously use smoke to help the Shermans out. Use both the recon platoons aggressively, trying to push my opponent's ambushes back.
Do you tend to split that army, or do you try to castle it and go around one flank?
I tend to channel one place.
Yeah.
I occasionally will feint somewhere, not literally. I'll back the Shermans up with the armoured rifle platoon.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, the armoured rifle platoon, so far in the games that I've had, hasn't done a great deal. I've found that because they're trained, they get pinned quite easily.
Right.
However, in the last game I had, I actually managed to assault another infantry platoon with them, and the Shermans finished off the job, so to speak. But it's a good all-round fun army.
Question I have is, what are your hot tips for me playing against that army?
Neutralise the Shermans, basically. The Easy 8s are my number one troop type, if you like. The ability to move forward 6 inches and fire, full rate of fire. Yeah. They can be deadly. So smoke them.
Yep.
Flank them. Just chuck everything at them. Once the Easy 8s are dead, the army kind of falls apart.
It starts to break a bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a list out there that you fear?
Probably the dig-in armies. Yeah, your 2ID, your German armies that dig in, because obviously the 7th Armoured is kind of a quick kill army. If people put armies out in front of me with only, say, 4 platoons, I would probably try and kill the anti-tank assets immediately, which then gives me a little bit of time to soften up the infantry platoons that dug in. Other people's tank companies, not too worried about those because I've got enough tanks myself normally to handle them. And as I say, the speed of the Shermans normally zips down the flank of the King Tigers, which there seem to be numerous about at the moment. So, yeah, I would say the camper, digger-in armies are the ones I don't like facing with them.
So the key for me, focus on the Shermans. Knowing that, I think I might, just a little bit, know my enemy. So another interesting list there, this time from Robin. Now, one of the things that Robin said in that video, which I thought was very interesting, was that he kind of focuses on the one point.
Yes, he kind of overloads. He goes for the overload. And tries to mix it up in one area.
Now that to me sounds like a prime opportunity for ambushes.
But I think that's why he doesn't like those dug-in armies, because they normally spring the anti-tank guns up right at the wrong moment.
Okay. Well, Dave.
Yes.
we're back in La Rochelle.
Yes, back. So,
And you're gonna show me how an ambush works, because
yeah.
I've never done one and I've never been on the receiving end of one.
Which is surprising because I've faced a lot of ambushing things in the GT, and I thought that would be a common thing, but
well, I haven't.
not.
So this is my first go at
going.
this. Right. So I have a couple of my Nachtwolf Stugs.
Looking very domineering,
yes,
to this area.
They're rolling up through the middle of La Rochelle. It's my go. I'm just gonna maneuver them forward.
Like you really would. Let's give us some.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna roll them up and be domineering here. So
okay, like a proper.
Trying to cover arcs of fire here.
See, now that would be a perfect. You've blocked off everywhere.
Yes. That's me taking control of La Rochelle.
I think I'm going to be able to wrest control with one move. And
show me.
That is the ambush. So if I bring in my trusty 6-pounder.
Yep.
And I'm going to place it. Yeah.
So explain this to me.
Before.
Say this is say turn 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I've just moved them in there. Could you have placed them anywhere you want? Or do you have to write down on a piece of paper where they are?
No, you can place them wherever you want, barring a few special rules.
Yeah.
So things like if it was in line of sight, they couldn't be within 16.
Okay, yeah.
You can never get within 4.
Okay.
And if you have recon...
If I have recon...
If you had a recon unit with them,
yep.
It pushes that bubble even further out another 8 inches.
Right.
So that's another reason why you take recon.
To try and stop
push
the ambushes.
Back the ambush.
Okay.
But they are considered to have been there from the start of the game.
Right.
Regardless of where they are put.
So they haven't moved.
So they're
going to get full rate of fire.
Full rate of fire.
Right.
Even when you spring them.
So you could literally... do you just declare when you want to spring an ambush, or do you have to roll to see if an ambush comes off?
You just declare, then you check that all those other things that we've talked about before.
It's as easy as that.
It's as easy as that, and you just place down your models.
So if I had been another part of the board and you rolled past, you could have just said, "Well, I'm going to have an ambush and place them in a field over here instead."
Exactly. Yes. Yep.
That's devastating.
It's one of the good tools for. They are weak.
Yeah.
So you could have destroyed them if I had set them up at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Like artillery or just a lucky assault.
Is there a limit to the number of ambushers you can have?
Normally it's in the mission.
Yeah.
It will say like you can hold one in ambush. But some special units can be in ambush.
Yeah.
I think some of the Finnish get some that are always in ambush at the start of the game.
We like those Finns.
Finnish are very good. They've got everything. So I've sprung my ambush.
Yep.
I'm not in your line of sight, so I
could
get
I'm
in.
facing the other direction.
That's it. So I'm just going to roll to hit as normal.
Right,
full rate of fire. So at this range, got some cover, so 5s.
Right.
6 dice, because they're rate of fire 3 each.
They're 3 shots each.
Disgusting. So that's 3 hits.
Yeah.
And they're anti-tank 11, your side armor 3, no save.
Right.
Sorry.
Didn't even need the dice. Okay.
And then firepower, they've already bailed out.
Yep.
Because I've penetrated your armor.
Yeah.
Firepower of 4, 1 destroyed, dead.
Yep.
1 bailed out.
So I get to use my
little handy smoke.
My little flame.
And that's 1 dead, very dead tank.
I really, really like this. Can the Germans do this as well?
Any unit can.
Yeah.
If you got the ability to in the mission.
Yeah.
And the other ones I have. So you can plan ahead like your pack 40s.
Yep.
Or your 88 you could put in ambush.
My 88s in ambush would be devastating.
That's another tool you can use to hide them as well.
Oh, I really like
because
that.
Because they won't draw fire from things that I think they're a bit dodgy. There's another kind of ambush, which is immediate ambush.
Right. How does that work?
At the start of the game, where you've deployed everything.
Okay, so I would have say I've deployed my tanks.
That's it. Yep.
Somewhere.
And I've got my artillery here deployed. So after recon moves have moved.
Yep.
I can then immediately place down my teams in my deployment area.
So anything that's in ambush.
That's it. So
Yeah.
and then they count as being in ambush.
Why would you do that though?
Well, you have now deployed all your assets.
I might do that with my 88s. That's why you might do that. With
See,
the 88s, they're
I've
quite
deployed-
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, I've deployed all my Shermans in one area.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just plop down the 88s because I'd normally try and not go near them,
Yes.
but then they have no choice.
They're standing in front of them.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Right. So, Dave, I'm going to have to start looking at ambushing.
Yes,
I really do
ambushing
like the idea of if I can ambush with my 88s. I really like that idea because one of the difficulties I've had, and I'll talk about it in this series, is that I've deployed my 88s wrong a couple of times, where I've deployed them really badly. If I keep them as an ambush, though,
Then they never could be wrong.
yeah, and I can do that over any turn
Any
from turn
turn.
2 on.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Well, guys, that is ambushing. If you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, or corrections, get them in the comments below. And we'll hope you'll join us next time as we continue our journey to try and look at these finer points of Flames of War. Because it is for the win.